Wakanda Forever has to be my favorite Marvel film out of Phase 4. It is filled with emotion, great performances all around, and an amazing story. But there is one aspect which is central to why Wakanda Forever is so great, but I haven't seen anyone talk about it. Wakanda Forever is a film all about opposition. Opposition refers to the state of being at odds with someone. It can take shape in a debate, protest, or even a military conflict. Is an idea central to this film and its plot. The biggest occurrence of opposition is, of course, the war between Wakanda and Talokan. This all stems from an opposition of morals. Talokan wants to kill Riri Williams and conquer the world, but that is something the Wakandans do not want to do. Something I find very interesting is that both the citizens of Talokan and Wakanda have both had their citizens, their race, be commonly oppressed and go into hiding and form a utopia because of it. The people of Talokan have ancestors of the Native Americans who were killed and enslaved by the conquistadors, and the Wakandans are, well, black and from Africa. Both nations have reasons to go against the world, yet it is only those of Talokan, the ones completely closed off from it, that hate the world. Yes, Shuri did say she wanted to burn down the world, but that's not because of anything the other nations did, but it was just pent-up anger after her brother's death. It was what Killmonger tried to do. Killmonger tried to turn Wakanda against the world, and the people of Wakanda learned from that mistake. I love how learning from Killmonger only to defend but not attack, and then Namor comes and he goes against them because of that. It makes the stories connect and just feel like one continuing story, and that's just a nice little detail that I really liked. But in the end, these two different nations put aside their different problems and form an alliance. They have a peace. They come to a compromise when both Shuri and Namor let go of their grudges and do what's best for their people. I loved when Namor thought it was weak to kneel down to Wakanda, but Namor, the so-called god of his people, said it was the right thing to do. It might have made him look weak, but he wouldn't let his people die for a needless conflict. Another type of opposition in this film is tradition versus technology. Shuri is a tech prodigy unlike Wakanda has ever seen before. Wakanda has always been high tech, but their focus is always on traditions and religions. Dora Milaje, for example, it might be cheaper and more reliable to have robotic bodyguards, but it has always been the tradition to have female guards who fight with vibranium spears. The elders are against innovations of technology because they think it might endanger the Wakandan culture, which is a problem seen in the real world. Modernizing a country can often mean getting rid of old traditions and making new ones. For example, in the past, it was tradition to travel by horse, but now there are better methods like cars, trains, all of that. You can't get rid of old things either. Your culture is important to your identity. Like, for example, it is necessary to Wakanda have a Black Panther, not only as a king and protector, but as a symbol to rally behind. So by the end of the movie, we get the merging of technology and religion. The Wakandans set off to sea with both Wakandan soldiers, like we see in the first Black Panther, but they also have mech suits. The heart-shaped urn was brought back, restoring tradition, but with technology. And another opposition, and what is my favorite one, is that what should be a good Black Panther. Now, this one was brought up in the Celestial Plane with the conversation with Killmonger. Killmonger talks about how T'Chaka was a bad Black Panther and would easily just kill Riri Williams. T'Challa was too kind, and that was his downfall. And Killmonger thought Shuri was like him, and not like her brother, because she wanted vengeance. But what I love is, while in the Celestial Plane, they're not only in the throne room while talking about the past kings, but it is flooded from Namor, on fire, most likely representing what Killmonger did to the heart-shaped herbs. Now, the water was trying to represent, in my opinion, how Wakanda it needs a king to function, or not a king, but a Black Panther, and that if you lead like Killmonger, all you'll do is destroy him. So when Shuri leaves the Celestial Plane, she knows that what type of Black Panther she will need to be, though I don't think she immediately realizes it. She needs to be a combination of the best parts of Killmonger and T'Challa. T'Challa was already improving on what his father had done, but after he got rid of his revenge streak in Civil War, after that, he was nothing but kind to everyone. His cousin who tried to kill him and destroy so much of what he loved, T'Challa stayed with him till his last moments, even taking him to see the sunset he was promised as a little boy. But that kindness could be used as a flaw, like what happens to King Arthur. By trying to be too kind to everyone, that can be a flaw, and by trying to be too extreme, that and by trying to destroy the world, that's too extreme. What Shuri does is she demands respect, but is also kind and merciful, like we see at the end with Namor. Overall, this film is all about opposition and how conflicting forces can unite and become stronger than those who come before by merging opposing forces and making a stronger force. It teaches about compromise and coming to a peaceful resolution of conflict is the best and most responsible thing to do as a leader, using various real world examples like war, modernization, and how to be a leader. It is a great film and also a great tribute. The Black Panther series will never be the same without Chadwick Boseman. He had sense he had such a sense of charisma and seemed to be a great person from what I can tell and just what I've seen. Although it won't be the same, I think what Boseman would have wanted is to carry on the series and to show more children superheroes that look like them, and forever the Black Panther films will show his legacy and will be his legacy. Anyways, though, that's all I have to say. What do you think about Wakanda Forever? Did you like it? What other parts of the film did you like? Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see my theories for Secret Invasion, click on this video. Make sure to subscribe to see more breakdowns and theories of MCU content. Once again, thanks for watching. I have been Fictional Fanatics. Until the next one.